で、そうだね。本番を考えて日曜か。日曜か。ひとまず先週のすること1週間確保してるから、recent changes have occurred in your city. I only recently moved here, so I haven't noticed any changes yet. However, I've seen new apartment buildings being constructed near my place. Since it's our like popular urban values, I think more and more people are moving here. What recent changes have occurred in your city? I've only recently moved here, so I haven't noticed many major changes yet. However, I've seen a few new apartment buildings being constructed near my place. What recent changes have occurred in your city? I've only recently moved here, so I haven't noticed many major changes yet. It's not there. What recent changes have occurred in your city? I haven't recently moved here, so I've only recently moved here, so I haven't noticed many changes yet. However, I've seen new building apartment being constructed near my place. So it's popular urban areas, so more and more people are coming to live in here. Moving here. Who was your favorite school teacher? So I'd say my favorite teacher was like the seminar professor at my university. So she was really supportive about when it comes to like my English study and my activities on social media. So we were quite close now. We sometimes go for a drink and sometimes talk about our future and dreams. Okay. これは完璧. What quality do you think made a great teacher? What quality do you think make a great teacher? いい質問ですね. Okay, so I'd say the most important quality is genuinely caring about students. For example, like disciplining the student takes effort. So if they don't want to do that, so they might avoid it. However, so that kind of guidance is really important for student health. Okay. Student growth. Yeah. What quality do you think? Okay. Do you remain in contact with any of your former teachers? Do you remain in contact with any of your former teachers? いい質問ですね. Do you remain in contact with Do you remain in contact with any of your former teachers? Yeah, I still keep in touch with my the professor, like seminar professor at my university. Yeah, yes, seminar professor at my university. So we still keep in touch. We sometimes go for a drink and we talk about our work and sometimes our future. Yeah. ちょっと今脳みそのゲージが強い。Yeah, I still keep in touch with one of the university professors. We're quite close now. and it feels more like a friendship. We sometimes talk about our. Wait, yeah. All right. What types of transportation do you usually go to? Yeah, what types of transportation do you usually use to go to work? I actually don't have any daily commute because I usually work from home. So, but like when I meet the client and when I join the event, I usually take the train because it's cheap, comfortable, and really, you know, reasonable to and useful to go everywhere. Yeah. What's the traffic like in your hometown? To be honest, it's less crowded in my hometown compared with the big city. So the big city like Tokyo, so has a I've never seen the heavy traffic in a road in a on a train. So yeah, in a big city like Tokyo, sometimes it occurred like heavy traffic 違うね。まあいいや。違うけどまあいい。Like, to be honest, it's not very crowded in my hometown. I don't often see heavy traffic, either on the trains or on the roads, so it's quite easy to get around even during rush hour. そうだそうだ。それを言いたかったんだよ。それを言いたかったんだよ。Like, okay, is commuting by car is in common in your country? So yeah, it depends on the region. So in the big city like Tokyo, so we commuting by car isn't very common because the train is really cheap, safe, and reasonable in Japan. But like, however, like in the rural area, commuting by car is more common because uh, rural area where there aren't many trains, commuting by car is more common. It depends on the area. In the big city like Tokyo, commuting by car isn't very common, mainly because taking a train faster and cheaper. So faster and cheaper. However, in rural area where there aren't many train available もね commuting by car is more common. まあとりあえず口には出してるからいいんじゃないのか。Do you think people will try more in the future? Yeah, I think so. If driving technology become more popular, so yeah, more people will be able to use a car who they aren't, including those who don't want to uh, drive because of the safety concern. So yeah, including those who couldn't because drive before due to safety concerns. うわ、これね、言えてるんだけど、ナチュラルさが足りないですな。ちょっとつけておきますか。Do you often listen to music? Yeah, I often listen to music, especially when I go to gym. I usually listen to the hip hop and so yeah, hip hop. Yeah. これでも回転になってるけど、especially when I'm working out at gym, I like to listen to music to boost my mood. ここまで言えたらいいね。I like to listen to music to boost my mood. Alright? はい。行きましょう。What kind of music do you enjoy? I personally enjoy the music. What kind of music do you enjoy? So I personally enjoy the music. ちょっと待って。What kind of music do you enjoy? I personally enjoy the music. ちょっと待って。一回頭振り出しにしよう。What kind of music do you enjoy? I usually listen to J-pop. I prefer J-pop usually. So I used to like listen to the like international music when I was younger. But these days I'm more into like lyrics. So of course I'm Japanese. I can understand more if it's like I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I usually listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is I prefer J-pop. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. いいじゃないですか。I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. J-pop モストです。I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. 私は個人的には J-pop が好きです。I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning. これちょっとクセモンだな。レベル違うぐらい覚えられてないな。Have you ever learned to play musical instrument? No, no, I haven't. I've learned no, like I tried playing the instrument. I tried like playing the acoustic guitar when I was at university of second grade, but like yeah, second grade, but like I've never learned from but I've never learned seriously. At the time, I learned it from the YouTube video. No, I haven't. I did try playing the acoustic guitar when I was in my second year of university, but I didn't learn it formally. I just practiced by watching YouTube video. いいね。Okay. Do you prefer live music or recorded music? I personally prefer live music. So I when I went and see an artist called Fujikaze, so the uh atmosphere was like completely different from the like listening to music on my phone. So it felt more like a much more like immersive and fantastic. I want to see an artist called Fujikaze. あ、もういいんじゃないですか。Okay. Do you have any interest? Do you have any interest in art? So, to be honest, I'm not really into the art, but I love talking with the people like who knows a lot about it because they usually think something like from the completely different perspective. So that made me want to know about art more and more. いいんじゃないですか。That's made me want to learn more about art a little by little. いいね。To be honest, I wouldn't say I'm deeply into art. However, I do enjoy talking to people who know all about it. ちょっとこれでも流暢さにかけるって感じですね。What art experiences did you have as a child? Oh, I used to like draw with my older brother, so and I create my own card game. So yeah, そこまではいけるんだけどな。When I was in my primary school, I used to draw pictures with my older brothers and make our own card games. I was especially obsessed with drawing dragons, and I remember creating a similar dragon character over and over again, over and over again. Have you ever wanted to become an artist? To be honest, I'm not. I've never been like wanting become 違うな. I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says, I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in their field where there is no cruel right answer. What benefit does art bring to people? うわ、これきついね。I think art helps people appreciate value beyond the practical. これ全くわからんので、これやばわからんので。Personal enjoy これもちょっとわからんですね。あとは、Musical これはいける。Do you listen to me? これもいける。Twin the Value これもいける。これもいける。色 Okay. Which do you like better? Modern art or traditional art? これもやばいね。これも激ヤバなぐらいわかんない。What types of clothes do you usually like to wear? Do you like to wear? I usually like wearing the t-shirts because they're comfortable, cheap and casual, and like it's easy to move in. So I especially like Uniqlo t-shirts because the fabric felt soft and so I actually have the like same types of the shirts. Three same type of the shirts. Three same type of those. I like wearing simple, comfortable clothes that are easy to move around in the past and sometimes prioritize. What color do you usually pick? I usually go for black or white clothes. Natural color are very versatile, so they match almost anything. I also like them because they make it much easier to connect an outfit without thinking too much in the morning. Yes. Yeah. Do you like wearing t-shirts? Yes, I like wearing t-shirts. I especially like because they're comfortable and casual and easy to move in. I especially like Uniqlo t-shirts because the fabric feels soft. I actually have the same type of the shirts in my house. Three same type of the shirts. I actually own the several of the same type. I actually own the several. いや、もう最後だけないよな。ちょっと薄めな感じして。Do you spend a lot of time choosing your clothes to wear? No, I'm not. I don't spend so much time choosing my clothes, because so I because like I stick to the like same like simple clothes like black or white. So most of my clothes go well, easily together. So あとなんだろう。それで終わりか。That saves me a lot of time in the morning. No, I don't spend that much time choosing my clothes. I usually stick to simple item in black or white, so most of my clothes naturally go well together. That saves me a lot of time in the morning. そうなんよね。Do you usually carry bag with you? Yeah, I usually carry the backpack with me. So yeah, because I kept things like gym clothes and like English study materials so because uh I want to study or like work out whenever I have some time. So that's why I usually use a like backpack. いいんじゃないですか? I usually carry backpack with me. I kept the things like gym shoes and English study materials inside because I like being ready to work out or study. So whenever I have some free time, what kind of bags do you prefer for traveling? いや、これもやってないし。Do you match your bag with your outfit? Yes, I do try match my bag with your... あ、これもやってない。What makes happy in your life? これもやってないね。I feel happy I'm able to do what I genuinely want to do. After graduating from university, I joined a company with a very unhealthy work culture where I had to work longer. What made you happy when you're little? How do you handle unhappy situation? ああ、この辺やらないとね。 そうだって。少し聞いて。 そうするか。そう、マンネリと一緒だったからちょっとか。よし、ちょっとこれで起きてみるか。はい、皆さんお疲れ様です。一旦じゃあちょっと交流タイムにしていきますけども、はい。ちょっとですね、今日、どっちかといえばこう新規の方っていうよりは、いつも参加いただいている方がメインになってるなっていう印象なので、ちょっと前やって好評だった英会話をまたこすってもいいですか皆さん。大丈夫ですか抜き打ち英会話塾。で、今回は、ちょっとなんていうんですかね。僕が知ってる限りですけど、大体同じぐらいのレベルなんじゃないかなって思う人をちょっと分けてみたので、 はい。全然違うところにぶち込まれて、ヤンさん思ってたよりレベル高くて、ぶん殴ろうかと思いましたよっていう苦情とかもあるかもしれないですけども、はい。ちょっとじゃあそれで分けてみて、今日は、自分のお仕事について英語で紹介してみてください。で、学生さんだったら自分の学んでる学部、学科というか、まあ、学んでる範囲、研究範囲についてちょっと話してみるっていうのをやってみてください。はい。で、4人部屋がほとんどなので、1人大体持ち時間2分ぐらいで、いけてる人はですね、ぜひ、早く終わっちゃった人がいたら、1分とか1分半とかで終わっちゃった人がいたら、質問してあげてください。深掘りの。はい。というわけで、じゃあ、分けてみようかなと思います。はい。じゃあ、どうぞ皆さん参加ください。あ、どうもです。どうもです。お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。すみません。ちょっとここは、3人部屋になっちゃうんですけども、はい。私がちょっと入っていきますので、はい。じゃあ、やりましょうか。あ、安尾さんね、ミュートになってるかもしれない。今、ぶん殴ろうかと思ってましたいや僕がいるだけじゃんだって。よろしくお願いします。Yes、よろしくお願いします。ちょっとせっかくなんで、僕が司会やるっていうよりは、ちょっとじゃあ、どなたかに任せて、じゃあちょっと安尾さんチャレンジお願いしてもいいですか？そう、はい、わかりました。はい。I'm Yasuo. Please call me Yasuo. And I work as system engineer. And based in Israel. Israel. Do you know Israel? Yeah. Israel. Yeah. Israel. Yeah. My boss is Israel, and he told me about you should and sorry. And I usually use English. We use the English every week at the India team. Is an India team. My boss says you should English. You should English. You should learn English every day. Wow. Okay. Because I can not speak English very well. And so I'd like to my purpose is company's CTO, chief technical officer. Okay. My purpose is that so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for explanation. Okay. So, what do you specifically do in your workplace? So especially yeah, I have not a specific yeah. Okay. But I'm system engineer and I work as system engineer, but I learn programming. Okay. I learn programming and since I was a child. Okay. All right. Thank you for explanation. All right. じゃあ、next はっちゃんさん。Hi. Yes. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah. My name is Ha-chan. Please call me Ha-chan. I work as a web director since about 5 years. So, I usually be working at home, working from home. I have to talk with my clients about workflow and the budget. Yeah, Right.
Yeah. So I feel it. I feel. I feel. I feel sickening. Responsibility. Yeah. I feel responsibility. Yeah. Responsibility. And always responsibility. But also rewarding everything.
Okay.
Every day. Always. Yeah. Yeah. So I work hard. Working hard.
Working hard. Okay.
Working hard. Yeah. I want to continue this work. Yeah. So I want to.
Get promoted. Get promoted. Yes.
Get promoted.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. ちょっとじゃあ、せっかくなので、安尾さんとはっちゃんさんに気づいたところのシェアですけど。
はい。
はい。まず、オンライン会話みたいになっちゃって。でも申し訳ないですけど。はい。まず安尾さん、すごくめっちゃ良かったですね。
よかった。いいっすね。
Yes.
本当ですか?
Naturally, so naturally. Yeah, really. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Your introduction was really like smooth like butter. Yeah. So like, I easily understand what it means. But like one word specifically.
Specifically.
Yeah. Specific. Yes, specifically.
Specifically.
Yes, I type it specifically, so please check it like specifically.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce it, but like specifically. Yes, specifically. Specifically. Sorry. No need to pronounce T. Specifically. Yeah.
Specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, this means like 具体的に in Japanese. So when I said like what specifically usually do in your workplace means 具体的に仕事内容は何をしてますか? So, but probably you understand like what like 特別なことを何してますか? You understand, right?
Specifically, I hear that.
Yeah. So it's close pronunciation to like special, and but like it's not like regarding as like special, like specific means like 具体的. Yeah. And yeah, so that's the only I want to like point out. So you're really, yeah, I'm so glad that your progress. Yeah. And Hachan-san, you as well, like you're really nice, and like the pronunciation, when it comes to pronunciation, like work and walk. Yes, work and walk. Yeah.
Work and walk.
Yes. Yes, walk is like aruku in English, but like when you want to say work, sounds like a work. Yes. Yeah.
So like,
yeah, if you like,
my work.
Exactly, if you like copy and paste on the YouTube link, so how to distinguish on a work and work, so you can see a lot of like videos like from YouTube videos, so you need to like practice it, because like not only like Hutchinson, me and Yasuo-san need to pronounce work quite often, like in daily conversation. So yeah, this is really important for like pronunciation. So you're better to revise it. Yes. And second, like 昇進する means like get promoted. So
Get promoted.
yes, get promoted. I think this is true. But one moment, get promoted. Yes, 昇進する. So I want to get promoted.
I want to
Get
get promoted.
Yes, exactly. This is nice. All right.
Oh,
So when you want to say it in 昇進する, so get promoted will be better. Yes.
get promoted. I want to get promoted.
Promoted.
Exactly.
Or you like to president?
President, yeah. Finally. Yeah. All right, close time. Let's go back to the main room. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bye.
Thank you so much for feedback.
Thank you. はい、お疲れ様です。あ、京子さんすみません。ちょっと振り分けられずに。申し訳ないです。はい、さあ、どうでしたでしょうか皆さん、お疲れ様でございました。はい。
できなかったの。
あ、久子さんできずじまい。これ僕らさ余計なこと言いましたね。これみんなの前で言わないといけなくなっちゃう。ちょっとじゃあ久子さんせっかくだからいいですか聞いても。はい。
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I work as an assistant at an elementary school in the morning, and I support some children at math class, and sometimes I support home economics or physical education as well. And so main support work is children feel safe and secure at school, and sometimes some children don't follow the class. So at the time, I sit next to them and help them how to solve the problem and study together using small whiteboard. And sometimes 3 times a week, I also work at after school care facility and for children, and their parents have to work all day. So I work 2-time job, 3 times a week. That's all.
Thank you for explanation. いい慣れ進んでますね、ワークで。いいですね。バッチリ。はい、というわけで皆さん、久子さんも含めてありがとうございました。どうでしたでしょうか自分と近いレベルで振り分けられましたかね全然合ってないよって人いましたか中に。ケンさんゆりかさんケンさん、ゆりかさんはどなたたちと一緒でしたっけあれかなたくみさんとちなつさんか。
そうです。さん、たくみさんも自己紹介してないです。
自己紹介。たくみさんもしてない。これなんかこのさらし首スタイルなんか。じゃあ、could you explain your work?
Yeah, actually, I'm currently working in a public school as an English teacher. It is the 4th year since I started teaching English in school. Yeah, this job is very rewarding. So, I enjoy teaching English to students all the time. Yeah, however, I feel like there are a lot of difficulties and struggling point in public school in regard to teaching English. So that's why next year I'm going to change my career to work alone. I mean, to be independent, work independently
Okay.
to achieve my goal, to pursue my passion. Yeah. So yeah, I'm making a lot of efforts to achieve my goal.
うん。
Yeah.
すごい。お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。素晴らしい。いや、たくみさんの英語、いいですね。いいですね。うん。いや、皆さんの英語もちょっと聞きたかった。僕的には、はっちゃんさん結構このコミュニティ長かったと思うんですけど、そのなんか成長とかがすごい見れて嬉しかったです。うん。なんか流暢に、はい、紹介されてて。どうですか皆さん、不快じゃないですか英語での、コミュニケーション。もし不快じゃないんだったら、ちょっとまた、ぜひ定期的にやろうかなと思うので、またちょっとレポート部屋に、実はプレッシャーですとか、ちょっと殺しますよみたいな DM ちょっと、はい、嫌だったらもしは教えてください。はい。僕個人的にはすごいなんかいいっすね。こうやって、やっぱコミュニケーションするために学んでるっていうところがほとんどだと思うんで、皆さん。はい。英語だったら、なんか自分のことをあんまり隠さずにいろいろバーっと言えたりとかする時もあるんじゃないでしょうかということで。はい。というわけでございました。ありがとうございました。皆さんご協力いただきまして。はい。ではじゃあ、また再開していきましょうか。今日はなんか自分が言えなかったところとか、個人的に残りの時間でちょっと復習してみてくださいまし。はい。じゃあ、すいません。ごめんなさい。京子さん、かぼさん、途中参加だったと思うのですが、ありがとうございました。はい。じゃあ、6時55分まで皆さん頑張っていきましょう。じゃあ、オーディオフでお願いします。Yes. Okay, so what kind of music do you enjoy? I personally enjoy the J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. personally enjoy J-pop のちょっと What's the traffic like in your hometown? To be honest, it's not really crowded in my hometown. I don't often see heavy something. What kind of music do you enjoy? I usually listen to J-pop the most. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics. So since I can understand Japanese more easily, I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music, but these days I tend to focus more on the lyrics.お酒です。お疲れ様です。I personally enjoy J-pop the most. I used to listen to international music quite often, but recently I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, you find it easier to connect with the meaning. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, you find it easier to connect with the meaning, which is why I prefer J-pop. What kind of music do you enjoy? I personally enjoy J-pop the most. Recently, I used to listen to international music quite often, but recently I tend to focus more on the lyrics. Since I can understand Japanese more easily, so I tend to focus more on I find it easier to connect with the meaning. I find it easier to connect with the meaning, which I prefer J-pop. そういうことね。Okay. What kind of music do you enjoy? So I usually listen to J-pop the most. I tend to no. I personally enjoy J-pop the most. Since I'm Japanese, I tend to focus I used to listen to international music quite often, but recently I'm into more I tend to focus more on the lyrics. So yeah, since I can understand Japanese more easily and find it easier to connect with the meaning. So yeah, which is why I prefer J-pop. Okay, which is why I prefer J-pop. これちょっと明かり下げておきましょう。次、Have you ever wanted to become an artist? To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. I respect both their creativity and mental strengths. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. To be honest, I never seriously wanted to become an artist. That just says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there's no clear right answer. I respect both their creativity and mentors. I never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because just says, well, yeah, I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. Respect both their creativity and mentor strengths. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. Just say I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. I respect both their creativity and mentor strengths. 暑いぐらい暑い。Have you ever wanted to become an artist? To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. Have you ever wanted to become an artist? To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. To be honest, I've never seriously wanted to become an artist because I have to keep. This says I really admire artists. This says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there's no clear right answer. I've never seriously wanted to become an artist. That says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style in a field where there is no clear right answer. No, I never seriously wanted to. They have to keep refreshing their own style. They have to keep refreshing their own style in a field. It says I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style. staff in a field where there is no clear right answer. No clear right answer. So I respect both their creativity and mentors. So I respect their creativity and mentors things. Okay, so I never think someone to become an artist. I said I really admire artists because they have to keep refreshing their own style. Where in a field where there is no clear right answer. So I respect their own creativity and mentors things. Okay. いいですか? Do you want me to see? What benefit does art bring to people? I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, a painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, or others' personal emotions. Yeah, I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, a painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, and artist's personal emotions. In that case, art gives us a chance to look at the world from a more thoughtful perspective. I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, and artist's personal emotions. In that case, art gives us a chance to look at the world from a more thoughtful perspective. What's it? More outside. Art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, a painting or a sculpture can reflect history, culture, or artist's personal emotions. In that sense, art gives us a chance to look at the world from a thoughtful perspective. What benefit does art bring to people? I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, a painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, or artist's personal emotions. In that sense, art gives a chance to look at the world from a more thoughtful perspective. Yeah, of course, man. I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. Yeah, art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, or artist's personal emotions. In that sense, art gives us a chance to look at the world from a more thoughtful perspective. What benefit does art bring to people? I think art helps people appreciate value beyond practicality. For example, painting or sculpture can reflect history, culture, or artist's personal emotions. In that sense, art gives us a chance to look at the world from a more thoughtful perspective. When you said yeah, you should go back. Oh. はい、皆さんお疲れ様でございます。そろそろ一旦締めようかなと思います。お疲れ様でございました。はい、ありがとうございました。さあ、今日は元気ですか皆さん。むっちゃんさん、お疲れ様です。むっちゃんさんの瞬間英作文記録、ちゃんと見てますよ。
はい、お疲れ様です。じゃあ、失礼します。